What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates, so if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news throughout all of the January transfer window, then make sure that you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 15k subscribers, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. We're now less than 200 subscribers away, so thank you everyone for the continued support. It is much appreciated by me. Don't forget also social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Like goal for this video, 300 likes. So again, any help towards that would be much appreciated. And most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And on a last note, this video is sponsored by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, transfer news, latest scores, match statistics, live league tables, all that good footballing stuff, then make sure you go and download the OneFootball app. If you haven't done so already, you are missing out, and you can rectify that by pressing that link at the top of my description. That will take you to the download page. Anyone pressing that and downloading OneFootball is helping to support the future content created on the JSGC channel. Let's crack on with this transfer update. We're going to start off with the outs, and we have got a very small update on Eric Garcia. Yes, he is still a Manchester City player, at least for now. Now, Hagrid FCB on Twitter, reliable when it comes to Barcelona information, is saying that Barcelona have almost got everything in place now to sign Eric Garcia on a 3 in the summer. That means it will be a pre-contract agreement. He also added on that Barcelona could still negotiate with Manchester City a fee in this January transfer window to try and make that transfer happen this winter, although nothing is being put in place at this moment in time. And in fact, in terms of Barcelona, it's starting to have a big build-up now towards their presidential election, which again will be deciding not only the future for Eric Garcia and when that transfer does happen, but also the future of Lionel Messi, who is being linked with a move to Manchester City. One thing I will say about Lionel Messi, though, is he's looking very settled and happy again in Barcelona. So I'm not going to say read into that what you will, but that's kind of the indication I'm getting towards that. So yeah, let's move on to the ins, shall we? Now we've got an update on Manchester City legend. It's irony, come on, okay, yeah. Scott Carson, he wants to stay at Manchester City, and apparently Pep Guardiola wants Scott Carson to stay at Manchester City too. That is beyond his loan, which he's on loan from Derby County until the end of the season. This transfer just didn't make sense to me in the summer, and it doesn't make sense to me right now. Scott Carson playing for Manchester City makes sense to me. Him being third choice makes sense to me. Why did we not go and sign Scott Carson in the summer on a permanent basis? Why didn't we pay Derby County a small fee and bring him in, rather than just consistently just loan him? And then we say we want to sign him next season, but I'm not too sure Scott Carson's contract is up at the end of this summer. I thought his contract was up last summer, and that's why City weren't paying a fee for him, and turns out he wasn't. He still had at least a year to run on his contract, and like I said, I've not been able to, even now, to find any information on when that contract at Derby County is up for Scott Carson. I mean, I presume as part of this loan deal that we're paying Derby County some money, and I'd imagine City are covering Scott Carson's wage, so why have we not already made this transfer permanent? If he wants to be here and Pep wants him to be here, I don't know. I do not know. I don't understand it. Maybe if someone does understand this transfer, please explain it to me in the comments below, because I can't get my head around it. I couldn't get my head around it in the summer. I'm now, 6 months or so later, I'm more wiser, I'm older, and I still don't understand. So maybe someone can clear that up, I don't know. Let's move on to our next story and our final story. We've actually got an update on Erling Haaland. Now, before I mention everything that is to do with this deal that City are potentially working on, what I will say is that while City are going to be very quiet in this January transfer market, maybe an outgoing or two, I'm not expecting City to sign anybody. City will be working on summer deals right now, and so if I get a whiff of anything that's coming in the summer, I will be reporting it on my daily transfer updates. So it is worthwhile just having a look around, seeing what's happening, yeah, so feel free to press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. So, Erling Haaland, Martin Blackburn, who works at The Sun and is quite reliable when it comes to information on Manchester City, is reporting that Manchester City, regardless of Sergio Aguero's new contract or not, are definitely looking at a new striker in the summer. Manchester City, at this moment in time, are most keen on signing Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund. However, City are holding their horses about making a move for him or not, because they want to know if Borussia Dortmund are open for a sale or not. Whether they're going to sell Haaland or not is what City are wanting, wanting word on. Now, apparently, and this is really, really interesting, Manchester City are preparing to waiver their 15% sell-on fee for Jadon Sancho to Borussia Dortmund, if that will give them the advantage, or give us the advantage, when it comes to signing Erling Haaland. So I imagine that would be included in the deal, that 15% sell-on fee that we have in place with Jadon Sancho would be gone. Now, Borussia Dortmund value Jadon Sancho at around £100 million, maybe even a little bit more. 15% of £100 million is obviously £15 million, so that means Dortmund would get £85 million and City get the other £15 million. And so what City is saying is they're willing to give up, if Dortmund ever do sell Sancho and sell him for a big fee, City are willing to give up that 15%, if that means that Dortmund will negotiate a sale for Erling Haaland to join Manchester City. That's really interesting. So I would imagine the next steps of this transfer would be either the thumbs up or the thumbs down from this kind of inquiry from Dortmund as to whether they would sell Haaland or not. We know Haaland has a release clause of £75 million, which is active in the summer of 2022. So I would presume that Dortmund would be looking for more than £75 million if they are to sell him early. City, with that 15 million, with that fee with Jadon Sancho to waiver that off, could say that we'll give you that £75 million and we're going to waiver that £15 million, so that is a deal kind of at around £90 million. I reckon Dortmund will be looking for triple-digit million figure for this transfer. I reckon we're looking at more than £100 million. Do I see Man City paying that or not, is the question. If Man City want a long-term successor to Erling Haaland, then goal-scoring strikers as good as Erling Haaland are definitely not cheap, and so City will have to pay big for their Aguero replacement. The next question you get is Raiola, and will City speak with him, and will Raiola speak with Manchester City? And I think that all comes down to Erling Haaland simply telling Raiola he wants to join Manchester City only, negotiate that transfer, negotiate that deal, make it happen. And I'm sure if Man City gave him a fair few £1 million there, and Erling Haaland gets paid a lot of money, and he gets paid a lot of money, and Dortmund get paid a lot of money, then the transfer is doable. There's a lot of hurdles to get over. City, though, most definitely interested, wanting a new striker. Haaland is a player that they're looking at. City have got a good advantage with Erling Haaland's father being the former Manchester City man Alfie Haaland as well. So we're having a bit of an advantage there with trying to make that happen. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open with more developments on that. So stay tuned, subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we are aiming for 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget social media links in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And don't forget also to let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below. Erling Haaland, how much would you be willing Manchester City to pay Dortmund for his transfer? Love to know your thoughts of that and your answer to that too in the comments below. Go and download the OneFootball app too. Press that link at the top of my description to take you through to the download page. That does help to support the future content created on my channel, and you also get the best footballing app out there, so it's a win-win situation really. And I wanted to thank everybody for the continued support. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone has an absolutely awesome day. I hope everyone is also keeping safe and well out there at these incredibly difficult times. So I've been JSGC. We'll be back again tomorrow for another daily Manchester City transfer update. So I'll see you then. Peace. Ciao for now.